Ndị be anyị ndewonu. Ọ bụ Ada Igbo na-ekwu na Igbo Media. N'Igbo Media, anyị na-ewetara unu ọtụtụ ozi gbasara ihe na-emegasị na Biafra Land, n'ala Igbo na mba ndị ọzọ. N'ụbọchị nke taata, o nwere ihe bịara n'iru akwụkwọ anyị nke anyị ga-agụpụtara unu n'ụbọchị taa. Anyị gụpụtachaa ya, unu egee ya ka ọha n'uju. Ị ga-esie ya, ị drọpụọla your comment, like kwa this our video and gbasakwa ya ka o ruo ụmụnna anyị n'ebe dị iche iche arụ. Breaking news: Nigerian senators have raised serious concern over the rising insecurity across the country. During this recent session, they called for Nigerians to be legally allowed to carry guns for self-defense. Olejirigo. Especially in regions heavily affected by bandits and kidnapping. The lawmakers also proposed the death penalty of convicted kidnappers, arguing that tougher punishments are needed to curb the growing wave of abduction. The Senate urged the federal government to take immediate action to protect citizens and strengthen security agencies. Ọbabago onye ọbụla arụ. Ya bụ ozi ka anyị ji bịa tata na Igbo Media. Ị ga-esi anya bụ ozi, gbaa mbọ gwa anyị iche ma mekwa ka ozi alụtụ ụmụnna anyị n'ebe dị iche iche aka. Ngwa gere ya ka ọha n'uju.
Saying nna ya Baribe, and I represent Abia South. The writer George Orwell made a very profound statement which I will quote. He says that in times of universal deceit, telling the truth becomes a revolutionary act. We are being told every day to be patriotic. We are being told here that we shouldn't say anything against. We are being told that, oh, you shouldn't talk about the past. You should focus on the present. Yet, on this floor, rather than focus on what we're supposed to talk about, we go back to say, oh, during 2015, oh, the Chibok girls happened, and oh, we are now rescuing people. People were not rescued at that time. During Chibok, 17 local governments in Katsina were not having palace with bandits. People in Kebbi were not leaving all the rural areas and coming to only the urban areas to stay. People in Niger were not being kidnapped. So why do we need to? At any time we need to talk about the present issues of today. We go back to start to look for excuse for our failures of today. I only want to say, let us do the right thing. We're not blaming this government for what they are finding itself, but it is the government in power, and they should do the right thing. What are the right things? We take only one example. The governor of Kebbi said that somebody ordered troops out and people were kidnapped. Till today, nobody in Nigeria knows what happened, and no question has been asked. And we are sitting down here as a parliament, and we turn and we talk. Yet, somebody is responsible. If I'm the commander-in-chief, I will call the army commander in that place and the head of the army and say, if you don't get me the head of this person, who withdrew the troops to put all these children in jeopardy? Then you make an example of him. That is how a country is run. A country is not run on pacification. A country is run on confronting issues. I rest my case.
So these are some of the issues that we'll put together. Senator Sani Musa.
Mr. President, my distinguished colleagues, my name is Mohammed Sani Musa, representing Niger East Senatorial District. If this chamber will recall, so many occasions when I stand either presenting a motion is on the issue of security. especially what is happening in Shiruru, Munya, and Rapi local governments then, which happens to be my constituency. But today, almost all the local governments in Zone C, that is Niger North, have been afflicted with this serious issue of insecurity. I know Mr. President is doing very well, and he deserves commendation for the fact that he has to show his international engagements and to be having briefings from service chiefs almost every day. But we must also help Mr. President. We also have to help the armed forces. If a kidnap is done today, where hundreds of kids are being taken, and then the same hundreds of kids are being negotiated upon to get their return, what we're supposed to do is to ask ourselves, who is the intermediary between those armed bandits and those that want these kids to be released? You want a solution. We know where the solution is, but we are not bold enough to face it. They use phones to call people to negotiate and even tell where these people will go to pick those guys, those children they have released. My colleague is talking about technology. If our armed forces don't have it, our security or intelligence agencies don't have it, then we are not yet serious about tackling security in this country. Because for every phone call, there's a coordinate. And these people are there sending messages, sending clips on social media, making our country a laughingstock. If we want to help Mr. President, it is not only Mr. President that will give directive. The Senate is a legislative chamber that will, whatever resolution will take care is binding. Why must we wait until President? Is it everybody that will go to the President and ask for order? We should give that order here. Who are the people negotiating? We grab those people first. And then let them tell us how they link. What is their link with these bandits? It should not be business as usual. Families are suffering. So people are living in their comfort places, making phone calls with these bandits. Can't we identify them? We can identify them. How do we do it? The gadgets were bought for the National Security Advisor. The gadgets were bought for telecommunications. They will be able to tell us where all these people are. But we are here, we are sending them blames. It started from one local government. It started from Bono. In one local government. And today it's spreading everywhere. No state is a moon. I don't want to put politics in this thing. No politics. It's a reality. If I have my brother, my son, if he's doing this thing, he should be picked. The law should take its course. We are confusing him. We're supposed to help him. How did the funds originate? They will arrest 58 and release 58. No gunshots, no arrest, nothing. And then tomorrow we wake up to another banditry. Why should it be like that? Mr. President, it is on you as our leader to tackle this thing head on, without any fear or favor. We will stand for you. We voted for you. We should not be here playing politics with the life of this country. We must own our responsibilities. Mr. President will direct, but we have to do our own to help him to navigate well. The United States of America have come up with an issue that there's insecurity in Nigeria. It's not for Mr. President to handle alone. The two chambers of the National Assembly are supposed to take this issue very seriously. We're supposed to be a legislature that will engage another legislature. If a senator or a congressman will talk, a senator and a congressman in Nigeria are supposed to talk and engage them. They represent their own people, we represent our own people. We should be given the opportunity, Mr. President, to engage these people directly on ways and means they think they can give us intelligence informations. As they did before, there was kidnapping in Nigeria of an American. And they came, rescued in our own land. What are we talking about? I rest my case, Mr. President.
Benue Northwest Senatorial District. Mr. President, I rise to first of all sympathize with my colleague, Senator Ashuru from Kwara State, who has had a share of what my senatorial district of Benue Northwest has been going through in the last few months. You will recall that in June this year, Yelewata was in the news where bandits came and killed over 200 of my constituents. Indeed, Mr. President himself paid a condolence visit, capacity and strategies. Within my senatorial district, which has become the epicenter of the crisis in Benue State, soldiers, I cried here one time, the manner of posting is the issue. Soldiers are kept along the major road from Makurdi to Naka, while the hinterland is left open, and they only react when there is an attack. The bandits are there. The military know that they are there. It's not as if they are not aware. These are human beings. They are not invincible. They have driven away my constituents and they are living in beings. There may be some logistical challenges. But I think Mr. President has done so much in deploying. There are no soldiers in Benue, for example. There are about 5 military checkpoints, but they are all on the road. So what happens? So in one of our resolutions here, and then there's communication with those military checkpoints. They could see the bandits as they are moving with their motorcycles or whatever towards a particular area. Am I right?
Mr. President, yes.
So the world has gone digital. So, and then we should also go digital. We can't sit here to talk about military strategy, but I think it's something we can suggest, that we don't need to be physically present in a location before you can see that location. So these are some of the issues that we'll put together.
But there is one issue that is most important. This issue was raised by both Senator Wamako and Senator Abadibe. The issue of rescue is not enough. Who they are. If we don't know who they are, how are we going to be able to negotiate and secure the release of some of these bandits? We know who they are. We know where they hibernate. We know the routes that they follow from one location to another. This is common knowledge to everybody, to the people who have been harassed and intimidated by these bandits. Everybody knows who they are, where they stay, the routes they follow. Why can't we nurture and move and garner the necessary strength to pursue these people simultaneously wherever they are and make sure that we eliminate them? The state is supposed to be the machine of force. It has in its control legitimate use of force. We should not, under any circumstances, allow bandits to intimidate the nation, to send fear into our communities, to disband our own educational institutions. The educational or the education of our children, which is one of the most fundamental rights of the people of Nigeria, has now been put under question mark. All schools, particularly those cited in rural areas, have been asked to close. What message are we sending to the nation, to the people of the world, that there are some ragtag bandits who have defied the government and forced the government to close all its educational institutions? That does not speak well. That does not speak well for the image of this country and for the honor and.
I said earlier on this floor that this intrusion is like measles. It spreads. If there is pressure in Kebbi, Akwebom is not safe. If there's pressure in Niger, Cross River is not safe. No part of this country is spread. So this represents the measles that I said earlier. Let me also commend the gallantry of our security forces, some of whom have paid the supreme price fighting that this country shall have peace. It's not easy when we lose our loved ones. My heart bleeds when I read the reports about the fatalities about some of our officers, some of whom were the finest that we can have as a country. But I think this incident persuades us to prioritize our security. I've always held the view that security should be everybody's concern and that we must all lead from the front. We must all lead from the front. We cannot leave security. Consistently, I've been very clear that we should place emphasis on policy, not politics. So in respect of insecurity, I think there is a greater challenge for us as a collective to work together. And I wonder, in this age of technology, why are we having these setbacks? In this age of technology, why I don't see how death penalty, all these sanctions act as clear deterrence as it were. A major mileage for us is to intensify the framework of arrest and prosecutions. I believe that we have scored huge successes in this fight. So I want to emphasize the deployment of technology, and we intensify the framework for arrest and prosecution. On behalf of Akwa Ibom South that I represent, we share in the concerns of Nigerians. We salute that our president is leading from the front, but we challenge other.
The Senate President Emeritus.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Very distinguished colleagues. I'm Ahmed. That's our reality. And in
Daalụ nne maka isonyere anyị n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị tata na Igbo Media. Ọ bụ na ihe anyị na-ewetara gị dị gị mma, gbaa mbọ gbasaa ozi a ma mekwa ka ozi a rute ụmụnna anyị n'ebe dị iche iche aka. Ngwa ka ọ dị.